Hello and welcome back. Today we are taking a look at the Marvel Legends, Marvel Comics Retro Spider-Man Wave, Spider-Man 2099 from Hasbro. So as I mentioned, this is the Spider-Man 2099 figure presented as part of that retro packaging wave of Marvel Legends figures based on the Spider-Man series from the mid-90s. It's presented in that purple and pinkish New York backdrop packaging that all of the 90s Spider-Man toys were infamous for. We get Spider-Man along the top, Marvel Comics, that 90s Spider-Man with that classic crouched pose. We get a billboard shot of Spider-Man 2099 at window box classic blister card packaging, so we get a full view of the figure and his accessories. We get some minor legal at the bottom. Spider DNA. On the back we get legal barcode. We get a cross sell of the other figures in this wave, along with a brief bio and a shot or artwork of the action feature within, which is obviously the interchangeable hands. And we get that Spider-Man 2099 artwork again. So there we have it, nice simple packaging, and this already looks like it's going to be a pretty decent figure. So let's get them opened. There is definitely something to tearing open, you know, the standard blister box packaging, a very, very nostalgic feel of tearing into that to get the toy out. So we get two pairs of interchangeable hands as his accessories. We get the sort of clawed hands, and then we get the standard crouching hands for the figure. Then we get Spider-Man 2099, and he does come with a cape, which is done in a really nice tattered effect with this gorgeous pearl essenced white for the webbing. I don't know how well it shows up on camera, but this really does shimmer in the light. It's really, really well done and really nice. That just pegs onto the back in this standard peg port, and you can move it to suit the posability you want. I'm going to take this out just for the moment while we look at the rest of the figure. So the back of the figure is completely plain. There's no paint apps on the back of the figure. We just get a peg hole there. He's got butterfly joints. We get the spikes on his wrists, which are done in rather a solid plastic. I expected that to be quite gummy, but it's not. It's quite solid and stiff. It's not going to break in the bending. It's bendable enough that, you know, you can knock it off and it's not going to snap, but it's equally, it's not particularly gummy either, that some of the newer plastics are. And then we have the front, simple blue mostly throughout, but we get this nice red paint apps throughout for the skull or spider symbol coming down the arms and his face sculpt. It's all very nicely done. All of the joints feel quite nice and tight. You can see the paint apps comes out on those butterfly joints as well, so if you have it pulled back you can see, which looks nice. And same with that ab, you can move that back and you still get those spider legs, which helps stop it from breaking up too much. Obviously once you start twisting the body it's going to break up, but that cannot be helped in any way whatsoever. It's a standard Marvel Legends body. We get a ball jointed, actually we get, looks like a dumbbell ball joint. So we get a ball joint here and in the head, which gives us some nice upward look, downward look, and the full range of movement there. as we've seen, we get those butterfly joints, which do come back quite well. I think I definitely prefer some of the newer butterfly joints where this comes all the way back, like we saw with that Gamerverse Captain America. But we still get some nice range of movement there. Standard ball joints and swivels at the arms, swivel at the bicep, double pinless elbows, so we can get a nice pose. The body has a ball joint at the torso and then an ab crunch, which is definitely the mold I prefer them use for a lot of these figures. I always find it weird when you have just the waist swivel, so I quite like that. Legs come forward that far. They're not on... Are they? Oh, they are. They're on drop-down joints, so you can get some drop on those there. They're on the drop-down joints, which will help with posing. Otherwise, the leg comes forward that far. Doesn't really come back because of the buttocks. Thigh, swivel, double pinless knee. We get a boot cut, interestingly enough, along with toe swivel and our standard ankle tiltage. You can easily change out hands by pulling them out and pushing them in. Web sticks on the back, so then we can get some decent posing out of the figure. Overall, it's a nice enough figure. There's nothing special or spectacular about it. It's a standard Marvel Legends body with the appropriate articulations, but it has been nicely done and it's a nice addition to the collection. If you're interested in picking up a Spider-Man 2099, I can recommend this as a decent enough one. Otherwise, there we have it. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Until next time, stay safe and remember, freedom is a right, not a privilege.